congresswoman can hate our country. I'm unhappy with the fact that a congresswoman can say anti-Semitic things. I'm unhappy with the fact that a congresswoman, in this case, a different congresswoman, can call our country and our people garbage. That's what I'm unhappy with. Those people in North Carolina, that stadium was packed. It was a record crowd, and I could have filled it 10 times, as you know. Those are incredible people. Those are incredible patriots. But I'm unhappy when a congresswoman goes and said, I'm going to be the president's nightmare. She's going to be the president's nightmare. She's lucky to be where she is, let me tell you. And the things that she has said are a disgrace to our country. Thank you very much, everybody.
Is there an update on this ASAP Rocky case?
ASAP Rocky is a situation in Sweden. Sweden's a great country. They're friends of mine, the leadership. And we are going to be calling. We'll be talking to them. We've already started. And many, many members of the African-American community have called me, friends of mine, and said, could you help? So I personally don't know ASAP Rocky, but I can tell you that he has tremendous support from the African-American community in this country. And when I say African-American, I think I can really say from everybody in this country, because we're all one. I have been called by so many people asking me to help ASAP Rocky. Actually, the one who knew about ASAP Rocky was our First Lady, right? She was telling me about, can you help ASAP Rocky? Do you want to give a little statement on that?
Well, we're working with State Department, and we hope to get him home soon.
We're going to see. Sweden, we've had a very good relationship with Sweden. He's being held, as you know, in Sweden. And we've had a very good relationship in Sweden. So that's pretty much it. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, hopefully we're in good shape on the debt ceiling. I can't imagine anybody ever even thinking of using the debt ceiling as a negotiating wedge. When I first came into office, I asked about the debt ceiling. And I understand debt ceilings, and I certainly understand the highest rated credit ever in history and a debt ceiling. And I said, I remember to Senator Schumer and to Nancy Pelosi, would anybody ever use that to negotiate with? They said, absolutely not. That's a sacred element of our country. They can't use the debt ceiling to negotiate. And don't forget, President Obama, during his 8 years, he doubled the debt. You take every president prior to President Obama, he then took it and doubled the debt, over $10 trillion. 10 trillion with a T, not a B, not a million, not a billion. President Obama put $10 trillion. It doubled the debt. It was at 10, it went to 20, went to even above 20. And some of it is attributed to him, even that I assume. So when they start talking about using the debt ceiling as a wedge to negotiate for things that they want, they have told me very strongly they would never use that. That's a very, very sacred thing in our country, debt ceiling. We can never play with it. So I would have to assume we're in great shape. But just remember also, the previous administration doubled the debt in our country. You take all of the presidents that came before, doubled the debt from there. It's a pretty big statement. And certainly it's a big statement to be talking about for that party to be talking about using the debt ceiling. And I don't think they are. It's been mentioned, but I don't think they are. I don't think anybody would want to play that card. Steve, go ahead.
Boris Johnson, it looks like he's going to be the next British Prime Minister. What do you think about him?
I like him. I like Boris Johnson. I spoke to him yesterday. I think he's going to do a great job. I think we're going to have a great relationship. I think they've done a very poor job with Brexit. I think the previous prime minister has done a very bad job with Brexit. What can I say? I mean, it's a disaster. And it shouldn't be that way. I think Boris will straighten it out. I like Boris Johnson. I always have. He's a different kind of a guy, but they say I'm a different kind of a guy, too. We get along well. I think we'll have a very good relationship. Thank you.
President Trump, on Japan and Korea, since you just returned from there, there's ongoing tension between...
Yeah, there is ongoing tension between Japan and Korea. In fact, the president of Korea asked me if I could get involved. I say, how many things do I have to get involved in? I'm involved with North Korea on helping you. I'm involved in so many different things. We just did a trade deal, a great trade deal with South Korea. But he tells me that they have a lot of friction going on now with respect to trade, primarily with respect to trade. And Japan has some things that South Korea wants, and he asked me to get involved. So maybe if they would both want me to, I'll be. It's like a full-time job, getting involved between Japan and South Korea. But I like both leaders. I like President Moon, and you know how I feel about Prime Minister Abe. He's a very special guy also. So if they need me, I'm there. Hopefully they can work it out. But they do have tension. There's no question about it. Trade tension. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.